Ladies and gentlemen, final center table 1-1. Wakala Rashid Harzard 1. Rosas match 1-1. Total 1 Rashid 1. Total ya Peter.
Allow me to sit in front of you.
It's okay. Police. Let's also get a chance to listen to your comments.
You can't even hear. The guy is just that's why they don't even hear anyone.
You are following.
Tom, adiwe akwagala ko wabweru.
Expect what it was busy listening. You know that guy can go and sleep, wakes up at 3, comes back to the bus. When he's working, just the rest of the day back to the bus. That's why he's getting sick now. Yeah, guys, issues. Yeah, look at him told him to stop. When he drinks, he's going to start from look at him. Tried for like 1 week or say, guy, you know what you say?
Microphone check.
If you don't drink, you may go to the road and the border locks you and you dance. Let me drink. The guy says if he drinks, he goes to sleep without drinking. He starts having bad dreams like someone has died, his daughter has killed someone. So for instance, he has to drink to sleep well.
John Philip Mateta, Ryan Chucky. Ryan Chucky wameweza kubashanga goal za New
Testing sound.
Responding with the respond with that and Apple and Pamela responds with that Apple.
I see the phone online. I see somewhere. There's something and I said one. I don't know how to mistake somewhere. Wow.
Expect now. What's the slow ball?
Exceptional.
Oh yes. Onawulira. Center table byaffe. Onawulira.
How can you want to put on the garage shirt? It's going to be a hazard.
How can you not?
What is going
Yes, funny thing.
You don't need a jersey.
I think feels like you put on that one loses his concentration. Maybe some.
bacon? Bueno, ¿qué? Ahí está el Colombia.
What's this called? They are going to remove him.
The league.
The problem is their voice. They are not giving you anything. They just playing very and then at the end I'll be having you, having Ian, having Lawrence, having
I want to beat you, which I did.
and only the other guys at the
I
end.
want to beat you. Seriously.
Now for me they give this. Then at the end I have one.
This one is saying he's playing difficult, but he's playing was that Nyali? Who are you playing? Arab.
This one that we finished already.
Joffrey, what are you saying, Joffrey?
Yeah, I think I did play. So after we I have to get ready.
Abo bagolo tano, bagolo each and every time Joffrey plays, there is something given to him, which means it's good.
And the very good drone for me. I got the drone. Actually, Joffrey and Arafat got drones for me. Those two, I feel bad. I got the Jordan did. They saw him in the group there saying he was waiting for me.
I was from work, then the man called me several times. Where are you? I want to go to town. What? Come right now. I rushed with the border. I came here.
What was the score?
7-7.
Hey, bro. Somebody beat you. Who was it? This one was
Beat me.
a big player beat you. Joffrey, you play.
Now, dear viewers, this race tonight shall be the very last race of this tournament that has gotten 95 matches. We are now having match number 95, which is the very last of them all. I've been able to stream about a quarter of them at least, because my stream has been positioned to this center table, the camera table, and we have been having matches on 4 tables all day and part of the night for the 2 days and 2 nights when this action has been live. We are at the pool garage for one final match. The table on which this match is happening is the tournament's actual grand prize. You are watching two of the best players in the country. Rashid Wagaba, the guy that is on table, nicknamed the Dog City, and Harzard Lokoma, the other player. By the way, they are wearing pretty much exactly the same, but for Dog City, he's white, has a little shade of red on the shoulders, and then Harzard is just wearing black and white, and Harzard is wearing a shirt. Dog City is wearing a t-shirt. The two, once again, are racing to 9. And the winner will take home the very pool table on which the action is happening. 2 frames to 1, and Dog City leads a race to 9 for the pool table itself. Now, this tournament is the only one outside Uganda's National Open Comp when a pool table is the prize for the winner. It doesn't happen so many times, by the way, in Poland. It's a very good initiative. I really want to applaud the management of the pool garage. And they are making it a bit complicated in the minds of the players, knowing that the table on which you are playing will either be yours if you win the match, or will be your opponent's if you lose the match. That can be a bit tense. Speaking of what the game can do in the mind, of course, pool is a mind game, but it wasn't a very strong mind for Dog City to put the red he has just played. He just played it with power into Harzard 0 at the corner pocket at the bottom left, and then hopped for hope, and it went into the center pocket somehow, in some kind of way. I'm not so certain he has sight of the black. From this camera angle, maybe he has some, only some sight. I think he does have, but I don't think it can pass into the corner pocket at the top left. If you're watching from YouTube, and if you're watching from Facebook, it is the top right. It seems to have its movement into that corner pocket blocked by part of Harzard's yellow. Even the bank is knockered. Maybe off 2 cushions into the corner pocket at the bottom. He goes for the cut. He pots his opponent's ball. It is a foul, and highly likely it will be Harzard winning frame number 2 instead of Dog City winning frame number 3 out of 4. And as a matter of reminder, this match is live from Break and Finish Live Facebook, as well as Peter Chobe Live YouTube, with commentary from myself, Simon Peter Chobe, live at the pool garage in Kumba, witnessing Harzard going for a second in the first competition in which he's participating for the space of just about 3 months. Last time out that he was involved in competition was, I think, late March in Nigeria, before proceeding to Kenya to participate in the Nairobi tour. He lost a money match against Saif Hamad. I expected him to perform that better, but when the tour ended, when he was left with only one South African and then the Kenyan crew, he did some good work, winning a 32-man comp in Nairobi. And he will be winning frame number 4, which will be a second for him. He, I think, should be putting the 2 yellows to the same corner pocket at the bottom left from Facebook, bottom right from YouTube. Maybe he will be doing pretty much exactly that, playing cube ball just good, and has he pots the last yellow with top spin, but with right English, bouncing off the cushion and moving rightwards, and the rest is a formality. And after 4 frames played on the same pool table, which is the winner's prize for the winning the competition, Harzard equalizes against Dog City. It is 2 frames apiece, racing to 9.
Very nice.
No noise like in those places of Banana, where by now people should be in the temples.
Which place in Baraka?
Place called It's called this place.
Call game.
When you enter, when you enter,
Call game.
where people make.
Oh, yes.
It's glorious. I've never been there.
Waliwo essaati ze bawadde omuntu emmanju awo ez'abazannyi, essaati ya Sharaf yabadde ne ya Harzard adiwe yalina gwazikwasizza emmanju awo naye obanga gwazina bwe bazikwasizza esobola zireeta nazikwasa adiwe Harzard. Agenda zireeta bwebaziwadde zireete Maria manager w'omwaka yakutumye
Isaac Masitone, thank you for watching. Asking where Caesar is. Caesar must now be airborne. Yes, unless he got it wrong with the documentation at the airport, he must be airborne with Qatar Airways, and with 15 minutes into the flight, he may already be in Kenyan airspace heading to Qatar before he gets a connecting flight with the same airline to Bolton for this week's European Ultimate Pool Championships. Now, the one person whom I expected to be the first on the stream is Harzard's biggest fan. You are welcome to the live stream, Harzard's crush, Rachel. Banji Braiser also supporting Harzard on the Facebook stream. And yes, Peter, thank you for watching. Asking if Caesar is already on his way to the UK. The answer I can give you is yes, but I don't have evidence. What I know is I think he checked in well, and the flight was not delayed, and yes, he's supposed to have left 16 minutes ago.
Alina engoye, alina t-shirts ze bakukwasizza emmanju awo, tusaba ozireeteko munda eno ewali aduweera oba wendi. Alina t-shirt ezo eya Harzard n'eya Sharaf. T-shirt z'abazannyi ze bajjiddemu babadde beeyambudde kwambala ngoye.
One thing I'm loving is the fact that although it is close to 2 a.m. East African time, we can have a final that is being watched after 4 frames played by over 400 people live combined. That is very inspiring. It's understandable, even for the players, even for the fans who have stayed in their very good numbers at the venue. They want to witness it in real time as to who of 96 players across 2 days will be going home with it, a pool table. As part of the prize is a humble $30. I didn't want to tell you how much is it in my local currency because it's in thousands. It will be part of the cash prize, and that will be transportation of the pool table. This pool table in which you are watching this game, either for Dog City or to Harzard, to a place of their choice within the city. And Dog City will be porting red to the corner pocket at the top right. If you're watching from Facebook, it is bottom right. He may want to have a lot of right English on white to play the white into the other red that is close to the cushion, but that will be very difficult. Also tempting is to play the red that is close to the cushion by bank into the corner pocket at the top left. He will probably be going for the first option, needing a lot of English on the cue ball to play it into another red. Maybe he will go for a slow shot. His idea is now clearly to play bank, play red off the cushion on the right into the center pocket left. It is the center pocket top if you're watching from Facebook, and then cue ball bounces off maybe through cushions around the black to put it to the corresponding corner pocket. Very beautiful. White played into the yellow, and we'll be winning the frame. We'll be putting the black to the side pocket at the right to record what will be a third for him out of 5, and most importantly to gain the lead that could see him on another pool table tonight. Dog City 3 and Harzard 2.
Tuli.
This tournament actually big place. They're different. Together,
Now, there is another comp that is cooking. This coming weekend, a one-day 32-man comp that will be played at Roxbury. Pending confirmation, we may have more action this weekend. And I believe at the same time we shall be watching some action that will be coming your way from Europe, from Bolton, because they have some players who are going to be participating internationally. And speaking of international competition, the the Asian Heibo Open. I know by now you know that Heibo has a continental tour. The European Open, the North American Open, the African Open is the event that was in Harare about 2 months ago. And the Asian Open is happening in, I think, 4 weeks' time from now. It's actually 3 weeks. And yes, there are players that will be representing their countries, and it's one male and one female invited per country. The last time I checked, Big Kells was working on the documentation of Motesi Rashida having been invited to participate representing the Ugandan ladies, with Caesar representing the men, of course understandably so, because they are defending champions of the Africa Heibo Open. I've also seen a picture today of Malvan Mokonza, the young Zim great talent, arriving in China. I'm not exactly sure for what. And Robo Cardis say it will be 4-2. Soon you think Dog City will win this stream, all right? He can, no doubt he can. It won't even be surprising. And he knows Patrick, one of Dog City's best fans, is watching, I think, from Kigali, Rwanda. He's having too much mafranga. Mafranga is the national currency of Rwanda. Here comes the dog in the city, and I have to say it with respect. Pending the outcome of this final, this guy has been the best player, at least up to the final stage. He has been ruthless, he has been flawless, and he has been winning all his matches in no time wasted. For instance, in the semi-finals, the match between Harzard and Ashraf was at 2-1, when the match between Dog City and his opponent was, I think, at 5 frames to 2 or something. And Dog City was winning everything, and he won the match by 7 frames to 2. He could make it 4-2 now, as one of you predicted earlier in the comments. He can mean to be a very fast shooter. And when his game is on, he's on. Everybody can fall victim. And he's in the final of an open competition for the second consecutive time. And today being now Wednesday, it is just 5 days ago that he was in the grand final of a 64-man competition that was held in the city of Gulu at the Garage Lounge. Now at the Pool Garage, he's already in the final. He did beat Caesar in one life, then lost to the same player in the second life and the grand final. On that day, he came short. This time, he's seemingly starting off the better player between himself and Harzard, as Dog City will be putting the last red and then the black, and then establish what will be a 4 frames to 2 lead.
Center table. Center table. Wakala Rashid goes there. Dogoma Harzard goes Billy. Agambata
basindike
hapa ya misambwa aina amazzi butozi kano wakati butoka na nayo agambata tejaliko sijitekera singa bonna bitabudde wano
pulwa tambula abbe wansubiza bwe yabyanso
Sorry guys for the little bit of action that you may have missed for a few seconds, most especially if you're watching from the YouTube stream. It was a network glitch that I could not do so much about, but now we are back and on. And the good thing is that there was a 2 minutes timeout. You may not even have missed a single thing. 4 frames to 2, Dog City leading, racing 2-9 for the pool table on which the action is happening. That is lovely.
Mr. Cho, wali abakungi ba race
Chamas Masman.
but Ashraf looks strong. Even much the other one is also good, but Ashraf looks no, Ashraf is stronger. Not even undermining.
The way he plays, he's big names and knows he can play.
You can check on Ashraf's game. Because for you have been there playing, for us we are playing.
Once I know this one, it's a new guy, Ashraf has been there competing. But now this one, the way he's been playing, things is a work.
Yeah, almost okay, the same level.
Now, when this guy is an opponent of yours, sometimes he can mean to make light work of you. When his game is on, anybody can fall lightly. Now he has gotten the cue ball wrong. He's having whites touching one of his yellows. He's communicating to the umpire of the day, a certain Mr. Ashraf Misambwa. He's telling him that I think maybe there is no touching effect. Maybe there is. No, he's telling the umpire that there's no touching effect between white and yellow, so he plays into the yellow, but not effective whatsoever. Here comes the truth. So far he's facing a guy that has outplayed him, but believe you me, Harzard has the mental fortitude to take Dog City down, and he has that kind of game, that game that will just cool down the tempo of the very fast opponent, and Harzard is the exact right opponent to tame Dog City's fast attacking prowess. By the way, these two guys have once had a money match. I remember streaming it at the venue that it was called Dice Lounge in Kampala, maybe 18 to 20 months ago. In the year that was 2024, that match ended prematurely. It was a race to 16. I remember Harzard was leading by 10 frames to 4. He was on the verge of winning an 11th. And then there was a huge outburst at the venue between the players, respective managers of the day. And it was just deemed sensible not to play the match to completion. It never ended, and the players were refunded of their monies. But there will be no refund of any frame, as frame number 7 has gone the way of the truth, utilizing a miss by Dog City, and then taking the frame away with one visit of the table. It is now Washidi Wagaba 4 and Harzard Lokomwa 3.
Baba Joe, one Edeni ali kulaba sawa eno.
And the man who's standing at the things is covered all over the face.
What way are responding?
Awo nabona ennyonyi y'okumakya gye ebalina. Cote d'Ivoire, the morning flight to Ivory Coast.
Dallas Stadium during the Viking. Do you know the Viking roar? With the Norway team after the World Cup win against Cote d'Ivoire.
The next game they are going to play in them.
4 frames to 3, dear viewers, in the match of the day, in a competition that has the winner taking home the pool table, on which the two guys are tussling out against each other. Rashid Wagaba, the dog in the city, is the player leading against Harzard Lokomwa, the truth. Still a long way to go. We could need up to 1 hour to get this one sorted. We could need less. We could even need more if, for instance, Harzard slows down the speed of the match.
Wagaba Rashid goes nya Awaka Azali goes sat
bazanye
loses match and then is open to the
That's how money used to play. Like they're having a win, but they can't be considered.
anyagenda okonsepetika kubaluza.
So at the venue, we are as well watching the FIFA World Cup. The news is that the French team have defeated the Swedes by 3-0, and earlier in the day, the Ivorians were eliminated by the Norwegians by 2-1. Did I call the France games frames? I think I said 3 frames. Yes, so you now know where my loyalty is. It's this sport. It even feels for me that winning the pool table is as good as winning the Football World Cup. Now it will be Dog City to try and win the World Cup of Pool, potting yellow to the corner pocket at the bottom right, with the top spin, with white following the yellow, with him having to put another yellow to the corresponding corner pocket at the bottom right. And maybe draw white backwards simply to have sight of the black. He has to be careful not to get himself snookered. He seemingly will have sight of the black. He seemingly will be potting it, and he seemingly will be winning another frame with one visit of the table, and he shoots the black card and wins the frame and extends his lead. Dog City 5 and Harzard 3. Samuel Nobody asking about the length of the race. It is race to 9, Dalesma 1. Thank you for watching, and BK International supporting Harzard, as well as Aine Mbabazi Jami supporting Dog City. You say you're here for him, and Top Notch Paul, you say you need me in Boston. Well. And Peterson Magabo, and greetings to you from Jinja City and the capital city of Eastern Uganda. Thank you for watching. Robert Kidd, you say every final Dog City makes a mistake that will cost him. No, I think I have streamed about anywhere between maybe 10 to 18 comps that have been won by Dog City when he has been in the final, and even that maybe could be a low number. I think it could be as many as 20. There's even a year where I streamed and he won 7 comps. That was 2024. Also a respectably good number in 2023. Last year, not so many, maybe 3 or so. And this year, he has already won 2 and has reached about 2 finals and has lost them. This one could be either another final he's losing, or hopefully another comp he will be winning. Harzard is not banking well enough. Will this be a chance for Dog City to make it 6? Is he starting to see some light at the end of the journey? Is he going for the money and the pool table? Of course, the money will not be what he's fighting for. For him, it is just the pool table. The money is very little, just transport to move the table to his arena, the city's pool arena, to have yet another one to add to his collection of tables. Harzard, by the way, as well has 2 tables that match, I know. And these guys are full tables, the pool players, And many of you, every time I've been streaming, because sometimes there have been comps at Habib's Arena, and then Rocky's Arena, and then Ibra's and Computers Arena, then Dog City, then Castles. They have streamed matches in all those places. So many of you were asking me if Caesar has an arena, until last Saturday when they saw the tables were written on Caesar's Arena, and the guy won with perfect home advantage. But now there isn't any home advantage for either, because all the home-based players have since then been beaten. And we just have 2 left. 2 guys that are taking on each other in the final, and with one of them dropping off the table, another driving home with a table.
At the ball and they have already seen the energy they must use, where should stop.
And this will be Dog City going for a long range pot of the red close to the black to the corner pocket, and it's in. And you have a feeling, even the last red remaining on the table, he will surely want to put them to the same corner pocket he potted the previous All he needs is support, then get himself not snookered. And he does exactly so. That is top-notch shooting from the dog in the city. 2 BTs of shots which are winning. A 6th frame for the dog in the city. The lead increases, dear viewers. It is Rashid 6 and Harzard 3.
takutira mulingi awo yakuba omunigeria juzi twalaba gyeyo butambaala Nigeria, they forgive him. They forgive him a bit. You ask Jinte and Jerry. Jerry and Jinte. The Nigerian reached the 8. They forgave him a bit. The way those guys play, he finishes this battle, then he goes to the next one. The guy is still fresh. Yes. But then, come on, properly. I love the shots.
birungi si birungi ng'omwana afaananye neiba bazanye basindike
He posts on this stuff. He posts each and everything. When you fight
That's what I also have to beat weak players. When she's a serious player like Caesar, guys can coach.
To learn. We need to learn and enjoy. Entertainment.
Oh, sir.
Yeah, which I like the group. The things that normally do here, make people understand. You do a drop back, catching on the side.
Sure, when Mrs. is commenting, I can try.
Now for those that are supporting Harzard, like Rachel, brace yourself. What is coming your way is not human. Dog City 7, Harzard 3, race to 7 for the pool table on which they are playing.
bazanye
Oh yes. Basebe ne banyabo. Essaawa yonna. Essaawa yonna waliwo battle egenda okuzannyibwa.
And Dog City is not a stranger to having very good performances against very good players. It's only an assumption that he may have a very good performance today. And while he has potted the cue ball,
battle egenda kulwezannyibwa wakati wa Kasozi Joseph ne Uwagaba Rashidi. Yo tekyaliko kubuuza ssaawa yonna naye si ya mu kifo kino ya ATA nga 10 nga mukaaga omwezi omugeni ogenda kutandika 10 olwomukaaga egenda kuba nga miliyoni 3 egenda kuba ya miliyoni 3 egenda kuba wakati wa Kasozi Uwagaba Rashidi. Tugirinde mujja giraba ejja kubaako mu bitundu mu TikTok kufuuzi zonna eza pool eya detective eya Peter Chobe bonna n'abalala banasobola okubeerawo kijja kuba kyaddala ya miliyoni 3 bato ejja kuba ya miliyoni 3
Now they are top.
They
can shoot.
And Mansour.
Then Mansour there.
Went right home.
Yes.
Okay. He wants to play.
Truth. The first time I watched
And nowadays,
Mansour is there.
and nowadays, at the Ian Kasi, that boy.
Whoa,
Talent.
whoa.
Talent, pure talent.
bw'omubiraba nange
When he's
bwembiraba
talking, he's quoting like,
musanvu ku nnya bwemubiraba bwembiraba
you people of Chillax. How are you? Chillax is late. Is it late, yeah? Or when you see some chicks there, you okay? Whether they are not people, as long as there are some chicks.
There are some Western chicks.
Hey, it's okay.
They come here, but stop what?
Are you sure?
Bring out their gun.
Yeah.
Those Western chicks. Skill.
This guy is
You have not tested.
Usually, there's a level where you know everyone's at this level. But then it comes to time when
bazadde bamanajazi ba pool n'abasobola okubeera mu kifo kino abakoze bebikoze eri abazadde ababagulidde ebyokunywa ebyokulya mwebalire ddala buli maneja amanyi nti abozezaawo abazadde okutte kyokutte kyonna n'okiwa omuzadde wa pool webalidde ate sisobola kwerabira kwebaza abawagizi baffe bakasitoma baffe ababaddewo nga bazze kulaba poolo okulunda kuleggulu nereero
the one here, the TV down here.
Warriors tournament ya Masaka yadde nga 12 ogw'omunaana tugenda Masaka walina ya Senior Warriors bolendowooza tujagenda nako Brain Vibes
Somebody will send the choose a motor number.
balimu ebbiri Masaka agenda ku nnyembo
Somebody, you put on a choose.
ku katale kalina waggulu tekja kubaayo.
But only one. That's the second one. Because here it's a bit bigger than mine. Mine is small.
But does it unfold?
No, it's a
No,
one
this
piece.
one is a one piece.
It's a one piece.
It's a one piece too. No. I remember the other one that I put it in my car, then it ended up folding. It became,
I remember it was heavy. This guy was also very heavy. It started with a very heavy too.
That's it. This tactical.
Buli ttaano ku musanvu pulwa tambula
Polo musanvu senta ntego wagala Rashid alina musanvu Lukoma Harzard alina ttaano abazannyi bonna balungi bazanyisalawo abazannyi bonna balungi ku mmeeza
It is now Dog City 7 on Harzard 5, race to 9 for the pool table on which they are playing. Sorry for that little network glitch, especially those that are watching from the YouTube channel. Yet again, we are now up and running.
Muganda waffe kyendigasiza atulamulenze leero era nsomera puluwe agenda kuba atandika agenda kuzanyiza
Thank you for watching. Anthony Egesa watching from Facebook. Zengai Kefas. You say Harzard and Ibra Kayanja, same WhatsApp group. They both want to play fancy shots sometimes for no reason. But they have won a lot. They have won quite a lot. And it's quite a lot. Blockchain evangelists supporting Harzard and Ngoma Zawadi. You say you wish there was someone like Pilani in the fans to cheer Mr. Drinkwater. Maybe he would have come back from this. He can't come back now. You know, you probably typed that when the score was 7-3. Now you know it can be anybody's game. And live commentary shall be returning with the resumption of play. Harzard 5, Dog City 7.
Nega oboyina beweetaaga kabya poolu kyonna kyeweetaaga ku poolu oba lugoye oba poketi oba meeza namba oba magulu ga meeza gwe meeza yina ekyafa oba tokeni mashi oba mupiira oba kyusti okupoolu garage ensonga ezo zisonjekebwa bulungi agamba kibiteekere
Nowadays I want to start this now, then I'm around. I put my name there. When I'm beating 0, I go. For fun. Give some confidence. That's what you need. That's what you need.
Smoky. Several glorious. Omwami otojja naye mukwage naye masaka njajja okukyalirako. Bwemukubitwali nabo.
Looks like either Anthony or Cosmas is asking how you can join these tournaments, probably as a player. Maybe by inboxing the page. There is normally a little registration fee that is so fun and quite enjoyable. You'll be part of the African fraternity, most especially through social media. And of course, if you are good, you're good, you win money. Massa's John, you're waiting from Dice Lounge in Monyenyo. Thank you for watching very much. And Kasole Joseph is saying, where is water? I don't know what exactly you're meaning. And Augustine Tenywa, you say you're asking about the race. It is race to 9. Bliss Q3G. Thank you for watching. So now Dog City will need to win 2. Harzard will need to win 4 out of the remaining 5 to take, I will repeat, the pool table on which the action is. Of the 2 players, Dog City has shown that he's a bit more adventurous. He is more brave. He's also more fast and has been providing a little bit more spark, more ignition and more entertainment. Harzard has been brave as well in his way, has been waiting for chances to play, and a few times he has been clearing some well-finished frames, and whenever Dog City has been not coming through, Harzard has been taking the frames away. That is how he has come within just 2, although Dog City in general has been playing for the course of the match at somehow a superior level. This shot Dog City is to play now will be critical. Will he put to the center pocket? Yes, he will. One of the yellows moves a little far away from another, but he can put one to the center pocket left and then play some kind of spin. White to follow the yellow a little. The yellow that is close to the cushion on the left can go into the corner pocket at the bottom left. That's what he's trying to do. But clearly, in a straight shot, I don't think black can go into the corner pocket at the top left. That's why he's looking at the black even more than he's looking at the yellow. His facial expression is one of a player that is content that the black can pass. Content that as long as he plays to have sight of the black, he will probably be winning the frame. He can mean to have nice shooting skills, like you can see. Very joyous to watch Dog City play when he is in the mode of putting black for the 8th time in the match to regain a 3-frame lead, but most importantly to need to put 1 out of the remaining 4. The black is sunk by the Dog in the City for the 4th time in the match. The lead regrows to 3, and dear viewers, it is Dog City leading by 8 frames to 5. If he can win 1 more frame, he takes the table on which they are playing. If Harzard wins 4 in a row, he denies Dog City from taking the table, which table will be taken by Harzard himself. Once again, it is 8 frames to 5. Dog City up leading against Harzard Racing to 9.
Asindike.
Now that scratch on the break by Harzard may be the last piece of action he will be having in the match. He's just sitting, perhaps now standing by the neighboring table. Maybe he's thinking that his chance to try and take this table on which Dog City is playing may have come and may already have gone. Now I remember last year Dog City organizing a comp of 64 players, and they played for 2 days in the course of the weekend. That comp, if I'm not mistaken, was won by Caesar at Dog City's arena, which he calls the city's pool arena. His idea why he's playing like he's so hungry for victory. I think he knows he has some space. He wants to add another table to the ones that he already has. Another table means more money, and more money on a regular basis, and that is daily. And he so wisely did have his pool pub in the town that is called Natete, just around the area where he's born, where he's supported, where he's cheered, where he's loved, turning his fans into customers, which is realistically speaking the best way to go. He now has 3 reds with perfect cue ball, with the white in space, with the black in space, with a chance to take home the table on which they are playing, as long as he beats Harzard. Something that has not been happening so much, but now he will want to put red, maybe bounce white off to cautions. That is top and right, that is top and right, and the rest is a formality. The last shot, relatively easy, backspin gives him natural white for black to the center pocket left, just like that. That one is the pool table winning shot by the dog in the city, who has by a big distance been the better player, not just in the final, but also the tournament in its entirety, taking down tough players and making light work of them, coming from a chart of 96 players and literally defeating 95, making himself the last man standing. The guy that came second in Gulu has finally conquered Entebbe. He's taking the pool table on which the tournament has been played, especially the final, and will be a very happy lad, smiling the night away. Final score in the final is Rashid Wagaba 9 and Harzard Lokoma 5. Thank you for watching Africa. I wish you a very good rest of the evening. May the Almighty God bless you. And Morare Jakanaka.
Successfully. Nga ewangudwa muganda waffe Wagaba Rashid Omusifu